Today, under the watchful London Eye, we go back in time to a park created by the Stuarts and the Tudors, and it's the last part of the park that remains. Join us as we go back into history. Created 500 years ago, this privy garden is all that remains. This remains a hidden away gem just off the embankment and is now known just as Whitehall Gardens. This is a statue of William Tyndale from 1884, who translated the Bible into English and was burnt at the stake in Antwerp in 1535 on the orders of King Henry VIII. In the late 16th century, the royal gardens were used by all members of royalty and their guests from overseas, with them often writing about how beautiful it was, with the flowers in bloom and the many different types of trees still on display today. So exclusive was this garden that only the royalty had keys to the gates to allow them in. In the late 1600s, after the restoration of the monarchy, the thoroughfare became very common and allowed people in, which allowed ballad sellers to display their wares to passers-by, and also courtiers to use it to air their laundry. The gardens, when they were built, were much bigger, but due to a fire at the Palace of Whitehall in 1698, the surrounding privy garden changed drastically, and a lot of it was built upon, and this is all that remains of that original garden. Kings, queens, and very famous people have used this garden to walk through and use it as inspiration. Prime Minister Benjamin Disraeli lived in one of the houses just beyond the park between 1873 and 1875, while the founder of the police force, Sir Robert Peel, lived in another house just beyond. This statue is of Samuel Plimsoll, who invented the Plimsoll line, which is a load line preventing ships from overloading in the water. If you're making a special trip to come down, just make sure that you're aware of the opening hours. They're open till quite late, but they do change quite a bit during the course of the year, so whatever you do, don't get caught out and do look on the website beforehand. As you can see today, there's plenty of table tennis tables available to use, and the bats and balls are left out, plus lots of benches to sit and watch the world go by. If you, like me, like getting out, getting some fresh air and watching the world go by, but also sitting back and thinking about the history that came through these gardens and who walked on this grass many years ago, then Whitehall Gardens is definitely for you. This is another one of those hidden gems in London that so many people walk by without actually noticing it's there. And it's right there on the embankment opposite the London Eye. The trees and the plants that are around just make you think also of Mediterranean days. Fantastic. Hope you enjoy the park as much as we did. And the other great thing about this park is it's right behind Embankment Station, which makes it really easy to get to, and Charing Cross Station as well, and the Thames is an easy reach. Also, there is a bike park here, so also if you want to get on that and get across London, you can. Take care. Bye.